Hello, and welcome back to Sharing a Chapter a Day. This is me, and today I will be reading Chapter 55 of Engagement in Peril by Dara, Odoe, Psych. Chapter 55 is titled Volunteer Psych Evaluation. On January 29th, 1997, I voluntarily visited the base psychology department on my own accord, and which I requested because my leading petty officer and chief leading petty officer was giving me shit in the hematology oncology clinic, hassling and harassing me over various things that got on my nerve, and they wouldn't never listen to or see my point of view. I wish Shinshin was around then to help me through this shit. He could have calmed and consoled my anguish then. I surely missed him, and I wonder where he was and what he was doing and what he was going through. I got into a disagreement and argument one day with my LPO, who came into the clinic all irate and took his frustration and anger on me since I was the closest one there to him. He had some problems, some issues at home, and he brought it to work and took it out on me. He cursed me out and cursed me, so I cursed back, and as a result, he wrote me up for insubordination and gave me several extra hours of duty as my punishment. I didn't see that as a fair punishment, and I had no one to take it to, so I decided to take it to the psych department at the Naval Medical Center to help me out. During my session in psychology, Captain Nash, the psychology department head, diagnosed that I had occupational and social problem with the clinic's leading petty officer and chief petty officer because I had been written up for insubordination and such by my LPO and chief, and the chief took his side and punishment for me, and the incident was of no fault on my own. I was advised and was sent to group therapy, where we expressed anything we wanted from our feeling, emotions, and frustrations. During the group therapy session, there were 8 of us in there, from all factions of life with various problems and concerns. I agreed to the group therapy and attended the meeting as it was scheduled. I had to attend a group therapy at least 6 times as per my required and treatment. I saw all sorts of people there, people with small and big problems, with social and personal problem. You seem to be losing your mind then, Dara. And good thing. You sought help before you got out of control like you are now. You forsaken son of a bitch. I hope you don't get worse than you are now. Please make yourself better for everyone's sake. Now, during these sessions, there was a lieutenant junior grade officer in our therapy group. Her problem was that she felt that men took advantage of her, and she allowed them to do so, and she hated herself for that. While she talked and cried about her issues, I silently thought to myself that I wished she'd let me take advantage of her. I was sick in the head then. She was such a hot number then, with ample bosom and long, luscious legs. She would cry every time she expressed her feelings and thoughts, and I, in my head, wanted to make her cry. She should have tried to make a move on that. Well, Dara, you should have tried to make a move on that young, luscious lieutenant junior grade officer then. Perhaps she'll give you the time of day. Perhaps give her the comfort and reassurance that she needed. I'm sure she would have sucked you dry in return for your good gesture, you sick bastard. I teased my young, ignorant self then when I was a mere adolescent boy of 19 years old. There was this other girl, an airman from 32nd Street Naval Station. Her husband was out at sea, and she felt that he didn't love her anymore, and she couldn't decide whether to dump him or cheat on him. She was cute. One time she caught me staring at her provocatively, and she flipped out and yelled at me and just went off on me. What the fuck that bitch was thinking? And she screamed, "What the fuck are you looking at?" I just laughed and sneered and just kept my mouth shut, just like what Shinshin would do. Calmly and in a relaxed demeanor of myself, then I said nothing against her outburst. I simply smiled, smirked at her, and kept to myself. The kind of smirk that Shinshin would have shown if he was around and being yelled at. I didn't participate much during the mini therapy session I had and discussing group therapy. I kept to myself and just listened to what others had to say. By listening to the other people's issues and problems, my situation wasn't as critical or horrible as they are. And I was feeling that my keeping my mouth shut helped me then. In the long run, it didn't. I had only made myself worse, and had come to regret life as we know it. I so wished that Shinshin was around to help me with my headaches and heartaches then. I'm sure with his assurance I would have turned out I would have turned out all right. I hope that God is watching over him closely. Toward the end of my participation in the group therapy, I was later found to be better and no longer need to be attend any sessions. So I was allowed to go back to my duties and responsibility at my clinic without having to be treated any further by the Navy psychology department. Personally, you should have stayed there longer, Dara, and get some stuff off your chest. Your pride's gonna get you in some deep shit one day. You just need to treat yourself better for everyone's sake. That's all I'm saying. Please get some help. If not for your sake, for yourself, get help for the sake of your kids and your loved ones. Thank you for listening. This is the end of chapter 55. Be on the lookout for chapter 56, titled Boost Realized and Special Outing. This is Do, Ra, me, and I'll see you later. Thank you.